Hi, it's Liz here. So we are now into September, and so we're going to switch over from some beachy things, although I personally will be hanging on to summer until like September 21st. But for card making, we're going to switch over to some fall things. So the stamp set I'll be using today, this is a brand new stamp set in the new catalog that starts, depending on when you're watching this, it starts tomorrow, September 4th. So this is Autumn Expressions. So I'll be using that stamp set. And then I'll be using a piece of paper from the paper pack that is called Splendid Autumn. It's 6 by 6. Some beautiful watercolor type looks to them. They have flowers or like leaves, fall flowers, sceneries on one side, and then the other side are sort of solids with a little bit of like texture to them. So very pretty. And even though these are fall, I look at some of these, like these darker colors. There's cherry cobbler in here, and what is the green? Mossy meadow. They could also be used for Christmas cards too. So just know that even though it's fall, it could be used for fall and Christmas or winter. So that's what we'll be using. That's called Splendid Autumn, and that's 6 by 6 paper pack. The ink colors I'll be using today are Wild Wheat and Cajun Craze. My pieces of cardstock, I have Wild Wheat will be the base. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla. This is 4 by 5 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4. I have another piece of Very Vanilla that is 2 by 2 3/4, 2 by 2 3/4. I have a piece of a strip of designer series paper that I cut from that paper pack that I just showed you, and that is 3/4 inches by, we're going to play with that. I don't have the exact end yet. We're going to see at the end. So you just want a 3/4 inch strip at the moment. And then this piece is Cajun Craze, and this is 1 inch. And again, I don't know the ending because we'll work with that in a moment. I'll show you that, but it's a 1 inch strip. And then I have a piece of this paper here, which is from the paper pack. It's one of the solid colors on the back here. And that piece is 4 by 5 1/4 inches. Okay. So 4 by 5 1/4. Let's start with this one first. So sometimes we see designer series paper and we don't think about stamping on it, but we're going to stamp. This is what's on the other side. We're going to stamp directly on it. I'm going to do, oh, I forgot one stamp. Let me grab one stamp out of here. I'm going to grab this wheat looking stamp. If they're like really stuck in there, take little bit of fingernail, or you can use like a pick a tool or something goes underneath, and you just want to get right underneath here and pull up. Okay. So I'm going to put that on here and just gently, you don't really have to press hard, it will stick. They're super sticky. They stay sticky a long time. So I'm using Wild Wheat. And I'm just going to, let's put this in the camera so you can see. We're going to stamp down low. I'm starting out low here. And we're going to work our way up. And you don't necessarily want them to all be exactly the same heights. Don't worry about it. Looks like they're flying at the moment. It will be okay, I promise. Okay, going all the way up. And there we go. And if you want, you can do some that are like stamped off. Like those are all stamped ink right to the paper. But you could stamp here, and then we can like stamp off a little bit and then get some lighter looking ones in the background so it's a little fuller. So that's called stamping off. Stamp the first layer, and then you're going to put some lighter looking ones in between. Okay? So that's where we're going to leave that for right now. And then I'm going to close that up. We'll pull, oh, actually, I'll leave that open for now. All right, so that's that piece. We're going to set that aside for the moment, but I just stamped right on the designer series paper. I'm going to take this piece here. This is the Cajun Craze, and I'm using Cajun Craze ink. And this is like a tree trunk. So I'm just stamping that on here just to give some texture. Okay. So that's it of that piece. All right, so I have that one, this one, this one, and we have one more piece to stamp, and then we're gonna start putting it all together. Okay, so this piece is the 2 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to stamp the Change is Beautiful. So as long as we're doing Change is Beautiful and we have leaves that are changing colors, we're gonna make this 2 different colors. So I have my wild wheat here, and this is Cajun Craze. So what I'm going to do with this is I want to take the lighter of the 2 colors first. So that would be wild wheat. I'm going to just kind of estimate where the center is. Okay. But if you go a little bit over with the Cajun Craze, it'll be okay. But start with the lightest color first. I'm just eyeballing generally. Now with this one, the lighter color, I'm going to go a little bit past that halfway line. Just a little bit past the halfway. And then I'm flipping it over, and I'm going to do the other half with the Cajun Craze. So we're going to put the Cajun Craze in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down on the paper. Somewhat straight, I think. All right, get these out of here, and straight down, straight back up, and look at that. We have the color change right in there. We have the wild wheat on this side, Cajun Craze. So each one will be a little bit different, but it has 2 colors in the same stamped image. So how's that? So now if you're going to do like 5 or 6 of these or 4 of them or whatever, because you put 2 different ink colors on here, you want to make sure that you wash this off in your cleaner before you go back and do it again, because you don't want to mix your colors in your ink pad. Okay? But that's how you get 2 different colors, or one way you can get 2 different colors on one stamp. Okay. And then I want to stamp inside. Sometimes we like to have something inside. I've been asked about that. So this one says, Change Can Be Beautiful. This one, which is in the same stamp set, says, May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. So I'm going to stamp that in Cajun Craze. Just stamp it off a little bit. All right. I'm going to put that right up top here, straight down. Straight back up, and there we have it. May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. All right, so let's go put that together. That's all the stamping for this one. I don't know about where you are, but the leaves have definitely started already changing a little bit. I see some leaves falling sometimes. We have a green leaf tree out front, but I noticed about a week ago there were like 3 yellow leaves on there. I was like, oh no, not yet. And the leaves are definitely, not a lot, but they're definitely starting to fall and hit the ground. All right, let's build this front part first. So we're going to put this down first, and then I'm taking this piece here, the longer one, and I'm going to grab my scissors, and I don't want it to go all the way to the end. This is 4 inches, so maybe 3 3/4. And you can trim it with your trimmer if you want to. I'm just eyeballing. But if you want to trim it with your trimmer, like 3 3/4 is about what I did there. So let me grab some adhesive. And I'm going to put this one down. I'm using the liquid adhesive for this one. Actually, let's do this first because I want it to go all the way to the end. Hang on one second. All right, let's add. Remember with the liquid adhesive, you don't want to go to the very edges or it's going to ooze. So if you notice there, I left a little bit, maybe like a 1/2 inch around the edges. So let's put this down first. Okay, when you do the liquid adhesive, you have a little wiggle room that you can wiggle before it actually starts to dry. Okay, now I want to do this Cajun Craze. The reason I wanted to do it that way first, because I want my Cajun Craze to go all the way to the end of the base of my card. So I'm going to put that right up against the edge and lay that down. Okay, if you see what I'm doing now, you'll notice that I won't have any flying wheat. Right now it looks like it's flying up there. It's okay, it's going to get covered. You won't see that part. All right, now this one here, I want to get that in there, but all right, I'm going to put it, just trim here. And then I want this side to be angled. So I'm just trimming off an angle. I still want it to be a little bit shorter. Yeah, because I don't want it to be as long as the other one. So I know I'm not giving you exact measurements here. If you want an exact, all right, that's good, I think, right there. So if you want an exact measurement, if you have this, the grid paper that we have is fantastic. So the grid paper has measurements. So here you'll know that this is 3 3/4 inches. Okay, so you have this was a 3/4 inch strip of designer series paper. So it's 3 3/4. No, it's a 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 is the length. Okay, so that's what you have there. Let's go ahead and put that one on here. And I'm going to lay that one down on top of that. Okay, so that will go right there. And then we'll put the changes beautiful on the top. All right. Let's see. Dimensionals. Let's pop this up. Let's put some dimensionals behind it. So we're going to pop up the changes beautiful part. All right. Let's see. Get these little backs off of here. All right, I'm going to put that right on top here. Okay, so now you'll see we have no more flying wheat. And I think I want to put something else right in here, but hang on one second because I want to grab some little dots I think that I have here. Let's see. All right, yep. So I have these faux glass dots. Again, these are new in the catalog that is coming out. These are faux glass dots. So let's grab these. And we're going to put, look how pretty these are. Look at those colors. Super pretty. So let's put a couple of these right in here. Let's pull out some of the green, I guess. Let's do that. I think we'll do the green. And I'm picking them up with the scissors on the ends. Let's just, what should we do? Let's do it down here. Let's balance out this card a little bit because we have things going on this side. So let's get over on that side. And I have a little wild wheat one that's kind of running away on me. So let's use that. Get that off of here. We'll put that wild wheat one right there. And I'm going to add a little Cajun Craze one while we're at it. Let's do this. We're going to add a little Cajun Craze. And there we go. And they're not even an exact straight line. So you could, but don't worry about it. So that's super pretty. So that's it. That's the end of our card for today. So happy autumn to all of you. And I hope you enjoy that. And the new catalog starts September 4th. There is the annual catalog that still continues on. But there is a mini catalog that starts September 4th. So if I can get that to you, shoot me a message. Otherwise, you can go to stampinontherock.com. If you ever have a problem getting into the website, please shoot me a message. My email is stampinontherock@gmail.com. So you can contact me that way also. So I hope you enjoy that card. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.